All right. Good day, pals. Today, prayer HTML course, we'll be talking about how the web page works because for you to be able to understand everything about how to build web development, how to build a website, full stack website, you need to understand how the website works. That's the first thing. So you can be able to relate with what you are doing, because if you don't know where you are going, you won't be able to kick off very well. You could just be walking blindly without knowing where you are going to. So how the website works, that's the first thing. Okay, or let me say how the structure, the basic structure of every web page. I need to explain that and give you idea about that. So I believe saying now, but if you wait at the talk, so anything where you know that's now. If you chat me up for WhatsApp, I got you there. Yeah. So back to this stuff. So now, for you to create a web page, you need, for every front end web page, you need some some tools. I will call them tools for you to be able to make up the front page of every web page. Then you also need tools for the back side, for the database of every web page. Now, what is the front end of the web page and what is the back end? So I'll be explaining that gradually. So I'm sure you can see Jumia on my screen, but I'm using Jumia as a typical example that we can relate from. Yeah, I don't know, we could be watching from different countries, but though I'll be using this as a prototype. Yeah. So now, what is the front end? What is the back end? I'll be explaining with your human body, what we can relate with the human body, my body and your body. Now, for your body to come up, you have the bone, you have the bone, you have the flesh, and you have the your life, your life. Now, this same body part is can be related to your web page. Your web page. Now, just imagine. Firstly, you have a bone, which is the most important and most essential part of your body. If you don't have a bone and you have a skin, you just imagine how amoebish, pardon the English, how amoebish your body will look like. And it's almost not possible. Well, there is nothing impossible for God, but it's almost not possible for your life to be inside a flesh where there is no bone. So the first thing you need is your bone. Your bone is the basic structure, then it could define how your body is going to be. Now, that bone is in the web page is referred to as, is likened, or let me use likened. Don't mind my biblical term, I'm a church boy. Don't mind me, I'm not really church boy, but well, that's not the issue. So that basic structure is the HTML. The HTML part is the basic structure of this web page. For everything you are going to do on the web page, you are going to require web page, the HTML. As time goes by, you'll be needing you well, let me not complex this, make this issue complex, though I will explain gradually. So now, after getting the HTML, as you're looking at this now, you can see that there is the HTML part of it now, which is the basic structure. Then you can see all this styling. This button was not originally like this. It was just a very, very boring button. I will be showing you more about it in our HTML course. It was a very, very boring button. Let me just start a file here. It was a very, very boring button. So before it was made interesting as that. Yeah. 1 minute, please. Okay. Before it was made boring, more interesting as that. Okay. I'm going to be using Emmet here, so I could make this stop fast. Okay. So submit. I'm going to use submit. So I'm creating a button here with submit. So I'm going to be copying the part, then Control V here, Originally, the button was just a boring button. I don't want to waste much of our time here. It was just a very very boring button. Then later on, it was styled to be able to give us something like this, to beautify it, something like this. Can you look at it on hover? As I'm hovering on it, can you see some things that are coming up? The color is changing and everything is changing. Can you look? Can you see what's going on? Now this was possible through CSS, JavaScript, and some frameworks that come up together, that a developer bring up together to give us something as beautiful as this. Can you see it? As I'm scrolling down, you could see some animations coming up. You could see those. You have to make use of a few tools to give you something like this very fast. Yeah, very fast and nice. So we'll be taking it gradually to give you a basic a comprehensive um, knowledge on how to build a web page. So I was talking about the front end part of this web page. So you have the HTML, the CSS, and the JavaScript. The CSS adds beauty, beautifies the web page. Then the JavaScript part of it is where, okay, now look at this. Now you observe that something is happening here. You see that I'm pressing this one and it's moving. Now this is only possible with JavaScript. All this could be beautiful, but without these animations, just imagine how boring this web page is going to look like. Are you getting it? So I have to press this arrow and it moves. I have to press this arrow, then it moves. Then look at this arrow I'm seeing here. Let me move it up here. Look at this arrow here. When I put it, it takes me up. For instance, I'm down the bottom of the page. I'm at the bottom, so the moment I click this, it takes me up back. You get that? So that is only possible with JavaScript. Now, though there are JavaScript frameworks that makes all those things fast, like React, Vue, Angular, that makes your web development process fast, and with React, though you will still need HTML in React, but I won't want to bore you with a lot of details, but as time goes by you will get more knowledge about that. Then for this, I was making a prototype with your brain, with your body. Now just imagine you have a body, you have the flesh, and you have a life, and there is no brain. Just imagine how lifeless you'll be. Just as beautiful as you are brainless. Just imagine how that is going to be. So you need a brain. You need a brain. For every full stack web page you're going to have, you need something called a database. A database is where you store information about the occurrence, the transactions, everything that is going on your web page. Just imagine your mobile app. You make a transfer to someone, and you could actually go back and check the transaction history and see the transactions you made. There is nobody there that is waiting there to help you to put your transaction. Just imagine one person or 10 people trying to arrange those transactions. There will always be mistake. Human are bound to make errors. That's why we have to make technologies and automated stuff to take those stuffs for to make those steps for us. You get? So those are the things that need to be done. So that's where we need the backend to keep this thing. Now for instance, I make a booking on Jumia, and I can go back later on and check my order. There's always an order button. Okay, let me probably check my account. Okay, I'm not signed in, but I don't want to take us through the stress of all those stuff like that. So when you make an order on booking, you will get someplace, you will see my order, so you can actually check the transaction history, your order, and everything like that, to ensure that you actually see them there, and that's only possible through backend. Now backend languages, example of backend languages are your, in short, is a bit broad, so you can actually have Next.js, Node.js, PHP, Next.js, Node.js, PHP. There are also Go, and a lot of them like that. But the most common one we hear about is we have Next.js, Node.js, PHP. I'm forgetting the almighty Python. I just don't know why, but I'm just like JavaScript inclined, so just don't blame me for that, please. So that's why it is a bit you could actually do a lot of things with that. So it depends on the kind of developer you want to be, that makes that you can choose, that gives you the head let me say the head, you shall understand what I'm saying. That give you the head start to choose the programming language you want. Now it depends on the kind of programmer that you want to be, and depend on cash flow and the market demand, because you have to be looking at that. Sakpa is real, bro. So you have to look at that as well. So you can actually navigate very very well to give you what you want. So if there is any question, I will drop my phone number on the comment section. I mean, sorry, on the description below. So you could actually message me if you have any question concerning this class. Yeah, if you have any question concerning this class. So my next video is going to be talking about the HTML. I'm going to be starting the HTML rudiment and HTML development process. So stick tuned and follow up. It's going to be a very very stationed and well explained and explanatory video. So I hope to see you there. Please do well to subscribe so you can encourage the son of man. It's not easy. It's not easy. Thank you very much, and God bless you.